There's a reason warriors train in silence. It's not for peace. It's because silence is the only place where truth speaks. The world celebrates the light, the victories, the trophies, the glory. But no one sees what happens before that light appears. No one sees the pain, the exhaustion, the nights where your body shakes and you whisper to yourself, just one more rep, just one more breath. You see, strength isn't built under applause. It's built in the shadows where no one claps, no one watches, and no one cares. That's where the real work happens. That's where the weak break and the chosen rise. Every drop of sweat, every scar, every failure, it's the price of transformation. People want power without pain. They want the glory without the grind. But you were built different. You learned that pain isn't the enemy, it's the forge. When the world turned its back on you, you learned to lift yourself. When no one believed in you, you learned to believe harder. When comfort called your name, you walked into the storm instead. Because somewhere inside you, there's a voice that refuses to die. A voice that whispers, I will not stay weak. I will not fade into the crowd. I will rise even if it breaks me. That's what separates you. Not talent. Not luck. Will. You didn't build yourself to impress anyone. You built yourself to end the war within. The war between who you are and who you're meant to become. You see, the world doesn't reward effort immediately. It watches. It tests. It waits to see if you'll give up like everyone else. And when you don't, when you keep going even after the pain gets louder, that's when the world finally looks your way. That's when the light hits you. But by then you won't even need it, because you already became what you were chasing. You built yourself in the dark, in the cold, lonely hours where no one saw your struggle. And now you move like someone who has nothing left to prove. You no longer fight for recognition. You fight for evolution. You fight to destroy every limit you ever believed in. You'll have moments where the world doubts you again, where it tells you you're not enough. But that's fine, because you've already faced worse voices, the ones in your own head, and you silence them. Every time you rise after failing, you prove something powerful. You are not the same person who fell. You've changed. You've grown. You've sharpened your soul. And when the world finally sees you, they'll think it happened overnight. They'll call it talent. They'll call it luck. But you'll know the truth. You were building while they were sleeping. You were grinding while they were talking. You were bleeding while they were watching. Because that's what warriors do. They build themselves in darkness, so when the light finally finds them, the world can't look away. And if there's one thing you must remember, it's this. The dark is not your punishment. It's your preparation. When you train alone, when no one notices your effort, when doubt tries to drag you down, remember, this is where legends are made. Because strength born in the light fades fast, but strength forged in the dark, it lasts forever. So keep pushing, keep building, keep fighting through every silent night. Because one day, the world will finally see what the darkness already knew. You were never ordinary. You were becoming unstoppable. Every warrior begins in silence. Not because they want to, but because they have to. Because silence is the only place the truth can't hide. The world talks about success like it's a celebration. but they never talk about the silence that comes before it. The kind of silence that feels like death, when you're fighting battles no one knows about, when your dreams start to look like delusions, and the fire inside you flickers between belief and despair. That's where the transformation begins. See, most people only move when they're seen. They train when the camera's on. They fight when someone's watching. They grow only when there's applause waiting for them at the end. But you have to move differently. You have to learn how to grind when the world is asleep. You have to build when no one's clapping. You have to keep walking when there's no light ahead, only faith. Because the dark isn't your enemy. It's your forge. It's where you learn what you're really made of. When the noise disappears, you start hearing your own voice again. And it's not gentle, it's brutal. It tells you every truth you've tried to avoid. That you're not working hard enough. That your comfort is killing your potential. That the only thing standing between you and greatness is your excuses. That's what the dark is for, to break you open, to strip away everything that's weak, so only the warrior remains. You'll face 1,000 battles in your life, but none will be as brutal as the one you fight inside your own mind. Because when the body is tired, it's not your strength that fails, it's your will. And will is built in the dark. Every night you train when no one else does, you're sharpening your spirit. Every time you push through pain, you're teaching your soul to obey. Every time you fail and rise again, you're rewriting what impossible means. You have to become addicted to your own growth, obsessed with your own evolution. Because if you don't push yourself, no one will. No one's coming to save you. No one's coming to hand you power. You have to take it.